not what I do. Lace up the shoes, chase W's, yeah. Beats, leave it in the street.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. Ready to get things rocking, the Pro Bowl kicker from the NFC last year, Aldrich Rosas. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Go ahead, Mike, 47. Here we go, 46. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Hey, kill. 47.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, 47. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans.
47. Mike 47. I'm coming. We're going to 54. No. 26.
What's he doing here is this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Michael Thomas on the stop. Third and long for Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might do that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
On second down, Prescott again. Going right side, he has Witten. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
About the gain there on second down, that was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. That's a really good job of execution by them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the ready.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And this is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This is Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
47. Check, 47. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. It's caught. 30 yards there. And, of course, the 1st down as well. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
And 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Giants.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Jones on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. This is Barkley. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Here we go! 30 base. 54, block 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First down, New York.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
I got you, boy. Ready?
On the run, it's Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
Great. 54. Mike 54. So we got man.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. They run with Barkley. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
And it brings up third down.
Set. 10-2, sir. 54. Here we go, D.
Jones to throw on third down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted by Anthony Brown.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Check out route. 26.
On second down, it's Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Brought down back at the 32.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
3 down. Watch the safety creep. Here we go, 47. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
70, Indies.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Well, the spark that ignited the Cowboys-Giants rivalry goes back to 1960 when Dallas's first head coach and former New York Giants assistant Tom Landry. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones is going to fire one deep over the middle. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to 54. Why?
First down, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run with Elliott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Here we go, 46. Check 31. Check 31. 26.
Elliott. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Marr is good. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready.
At the
50, plant.
37-yard line.
54. Better bring. 5.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jones now operating from the gun. He finds Coleman. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19.
A gain of 16 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing Jones. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17-yard under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A delayed give to Gallman. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year. French en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown and for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left, for a big play.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 40 now on second down. Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Undercrunch.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Switch gears. 36.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Check, 47. Stop your whining. Slam.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Prescott on third and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And who's got it? The Giants.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That one complete to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Slam.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. On the draw, this is Goldman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Jones throwing on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Mike 47. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. Crunch. 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 626.
On 1st down, Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Prescott on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Prescott from the gun on third. And the pressure gets to him again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run again here with Gallman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. Gallman will run it. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go.
Now Jones off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Hey, high 7.
Off the play fake. Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Hey, echo.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was